I'm Cynthia with Apostrophe Patterns, and this is the video walkthrough on taking your own measurements for the MyFit underwear. I'm going to be using a measuring tape, masking tape, a yardstick, and clips for this demonstration. The first measurement we take is the hips. This will be the fullest part of your lower body above the crotch. It can be taken as a full measurement or as a split measurement. So we're going to start for the single measurement with the measuring tape behind you. It's going to come around to the front and overlap. Make sure that this is taken level to the floor, parallel to the floor. It's pulled tight, but not cutting into you. And that will be the full hip single measurement. To take it as a split measurement, we're going to start at the side seam, wrap around your body, make sure it's level, and then we're going to mark the opposite side seam. Because I started my measuring tape here, this is the start point, my front measurement will go from the start to the side seam, then from the side seam, this clip, around the back to where I have my fingers pinching the measuring tape. Now this number will be used. We'll take this full number, subtract the number at the clip, that will give you back measurement, and then the number that is clipped is the front measurement. For the waist, this is where you want the top of your underwear. So I'm going to mark this spot because that is around the spot where I would like my underwear to sit. This can be a full measurement, a single measurement, or a split measurement as well. So I'm going to do the single measurement first. I'm using the same method I used for the hips. You can see that this one is a little tipped because that's where I want the top of my waistband, and that's okay. It can be a little tipped here because you do want the circumference measurement for the top of your waistband to be correct. If I was doing this as a split measurement, again, I would start at the side seam, overlap. Let's make sure that I am hitting my mark point. Then I would use my clip again to mark the opposite side. Pay attention to which side is marking the front and the back. For me, the measuring tape is starting around the front. So I can take this number that I'm pinching. This is the full measurement. I'm going to subtract where I have my clip. That will get me the back measurement. And then the number marked with the clip is the front measurement. We also need the thigh measurement. We're going to take the thigh measurement as close to the crotch as we can and be parallel to the floor. We take this measurement close to the crotch because it is used as one of the calculations for drawing the crotch curve. You can see that right up next to my crotch. I'll put the measuring tape on to really demonstrate. You can see that this part of my thigh is actually smaller than just below it, which would be the fullest part of my thigh. If I use this measurement, then my crotch curve would have extra material, extra fabric that would not give me the kind of fit that I'm looking for. So turn to the side, make sure that your measuring tape is parallel to the floor for the thigh. And then double check. It's helpful to use a mirror that the measuring tape is at the smallest part of your thigh, closest to the crotch. Excuse me, not smallest part, but the part closest to your crotch. And then release, and that will give you your thigh measurement. We're going to do crotch depth next. I'm going to use a piece of tape and tape my measuring tape right over this tape that I already used, and then it's just going to hang. Then I'm going to put the yardstick in between my legs, make sure that it is level with parallel to the floor, and the measuring tape is just hanging. I'm going to, on top of the yardstick, use my fingers to pinch the measuring tape, and that will give me my front crotch depth. I'm going to move the measuring tape to the back where I've taken the waist measurement. And it's just going to hang down the yardstick again. I'm going to sit on it, make sure that it is level and parallel to the ground, and then I will rest my hands on top of the yardstick and pinch the measuring tape, and that will give me my back crotch depth. Next is the front and back crotch rise. I recommend starting this measurement by taking this full measurement. So I'm going to start at the front marking and go up to where I took the back measurement at. The measuring tape is pulled tight, but it is not so tight that it's cutting into me. It's just taut. It's against my body. This is the full rise. From this point, I could tape, again, the measuring tape to the front marking, pull it up the back to the spot where I took the other measurements, and then use a clip and mark the center point where the inseam measurement is on my leggings, is where I'm using as my marking point. And that will give me the breakdown between front and back rise. My finger is marking the back rise, and the clip is marking, or my finger is marking the full rise. The clip is marking the front rise, and then I'll take the full rise, subtract the front rise, and that will give me the calculation for the back rise. You can also take this measurement separately, where you would tape or clip the measuring tape to the center, and I'm using the inseam of my leggings as the mark, and then I would go up the front, stop at the tape, and then collect that measurement. I would turn the measuring tape around and go up the back using the same point, and then take the back measurement there. That method does have the most room for error because it's easy to accidentally not put the tape in the exact same spot. So it is my recommendation to take the full rise, mark the center point, and then do the math. Then the generator will take you to the Outseam Measurement, and there are some presets, but you can also measure your favorite pair of underwear to determine how big you want the outseam to be. And then the next one is the gusset. And there are some presets again in the generator, but you can also measure your favorite pair of underwear, the pair that fits you best, to determine the gusset width. That concludes the measurements for the MyFit underwear. If you have any questions, please come see us in our Facebook group. We love to hear success. We love to answer questions. We hope to see you there.